Like,
That day I lost my brother is the same day I lost my dad. Unfortunately, had to lose my dad to alcoholism for me to wake up and be
D-Mark
like,
got that heat
do
on.
you want to live this life or do you want to leave a legacy? It's 1 o'clock in the morning and my dad calls me and was like, Brett's dead, and hung up. And that's how I found out my brother died.
I got murder on my mind like belly lately. My thoughts have been scaring me. I'm trying to dodge these felonies. Oh, I write these songs, I got these melodies. Gotta have a place to visit. I'm too broke for therapy. I'm too broke for therapy. I just need a shoulder, please. Said that you gon' hold me down. Please do not let go of me. I'm too broke for therapy. I just need a homie. Wonder when gon' judge me before they ever get to know me.
Yo, 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 it's Too Broke for Therapy. I'm your host with the most. I'm back in the land with the clan. It's Worm Money 1017. I'm here with my sister.
what up, though? It's your girl, Pound Kate.
KKKK. Got my brother over yonder.
What's good, man? Let's take a shot. You miss every shot you don't take. Let's get it.
And special guest, very special, a Libra companion of mine.
Okay.
Overdue.
Okay.
Ready on the couch.
Okay.
Y'all know her. Y'all love her. B Money.
What's up? I got myself B Money in the house today.
What it
Let
do,
us
fam?
be
What
Money
it
in the
do?
house. Man, I already love your energy. So look, B Money, we know know you. You know what I'm saying? We've talked and everything, but just for people that don't know you, I really want to just start and just ask, like, what's your real name? Let's say, what's your name, if you don't mind, if you want to say it.
Okay, yes, everyone calls me and knows me as B Money, but today I'm going to give you a little bit of Bailey Atkins. That is my first and last name.
Okay, so who is Bailey before B Money? Let's start there.
Bailey is someone that is found.
Okay.
I would say, don't you kind of see, or everyone might deal with this, but like have like two personalities or
That
maybe
alter
deal with-
ego.
Yeah, alter ego. So you got the Bailey, but then you got the B Money.
You
For
got
sure.
that person that you really are and who you really want to be and who you really want to talk about and be out loud and proud about.
And I thought my whole life, just like I kind of got caught up, like just loving the name B Money, and kind of got that name for being a bottle popper and all that stuff, and just running and gunning through Dallas, Texas, and just was like a high just by getting this name B Money. I thought I really made something for myself, and
Right.
then it took me to go through heartaches and hardships and maybe some surrounding myself around maybe some shitty people, and just super lost, to realize that I am not just a bottle popping bitch. Like
sure.
I shit, no rap deal, but I'm trying to pop designer tags. Damn it!
There you
I
like,
go.
dig.
and there's just so much more to life, and I had to personally go through some shit to kind of get the wake up call. So I'm actually very grateful to be here. Like, I'm the wokest I've ever been. Like, super energized. Like, the vibes are right. I'm feeling
Glad to hear
good. Like, and I'm just excited for what's yet to come.
This is
So-
definitely a vibe. My bad, I'm gonna finish.
Oh, no, you're good. You're
This is
good.
definitely a vibe. But we do things a little different. This ain't your regular. If you tuned in podcast, we call it Too Broke for Therapy. So we seen B Money pop. So I'm gonna ask one more time because I really want to know. I want to really break this down because I want people to really know you. Before B Money, like, who is Bailey? Like, where did you start off? Where you from? Like, your family? Like, who is that before we became B Money? Who was that bottle popping bitch in Dallas?
Who's Bailey Atkins?
I feel like I'm still trying to figure out necessarily who I am, but Bailey's a 28-year-old, born and raised from Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
I live at home with my beautiful mother, Vicky Atkins.
Okay.
I
Shout out
used
to her.
to have a brother sibling. He was 3 years younger than me when he passed.
Sorry to hear
He
that.
unfortunately died 2017. My brother was murdered. He was murdered over 4 grams of marijuana. And those are just some vulnerable moments right there that people don't really talk about. But, my brother's here now within spirit. So I want to carry on his, legacy.
Okay, so growing up in Plano, like what was your crowd of people? Like, who were you hanging out with? Like, were you listening to the type of music
Who
that
was
you're
Bailey
DJing
hanging
now?
with?
Like, what were you doing?
I went to a private school, and I went to the school it was in Dallas area, but I grew up in Plano, like right by Plano West. So
Okay.
I hung out with all the Plano West people, and we kind of like mixed crowds. And the type of person who I was in high school is, starting to get into the drinking a little bit and
Partying, having
still, what do you call it?
Growing as an adolescent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just-
So we're making fast decisions fast.
It's funny because I had another friend. She actually grew up in private school, and it's something about private school
they're
because
way crazier than.
was crazier, and I wonder because all my friends that grew up with, we know your dad owned a few
Car
dealerships,
dealerships,
so
yeah.
you was up. You know what I'm saying? You grew up a different lifestyle. They tend to want to party even more, and even church kids, like preachers' kids, like it's something
They're the worst
about
ones.
it's something about being like
Constricted or
looked at one way that I feel like makes you want to go
Go against the grain a little.
the other way, and I wonder if that like. Do you ever think about that?
Yes,
What made you want to go that route?
I feel like in high school, I did have more of a helicopter parents. Like,
Okay, that's-
so I got a phone late. Didn't get a phone till I was probably like 15. Couldn't go to the mall by myself. My dad's first concert I went to was the Young Nation concert. My dad's
Hey.
like-
Hey,
I know, right?
shout
I know
out
that
B.
turned
Reed,
you up.
shout out
yeah,
Fame.
100%. But my dad hired me 2 police officers with like machete guns.
Wow.
Right behind me.
He
So
was
I was
that.
so embarrassed with taking me and my friends from school or whatever.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I'm like, damn, you want to hire the security for me now?
Yeah, no,
'Cause that,
for
that,
real. Now
that
I need
looks
it 'cause
so
it's
cool.
crazy.
Yeah.
looking back now, like that he did that, do you feel like it was good? He was just protecting you, right?
Yes,
Like
now
you-
I understand.
So
But-
growing up, who was more so like that parent that was more hands-on involved in your life? Was it more so dad or mom?
My mom was the one involved, but my dad made the rules. He controlled the shots, he
Structure.
controlled the money, he controlled the final decision of what I can and cannot do.
And mom enforced or backed
Yes,
up. Backed up the rule.
Yes.
So was it pretty much like the dynamic that we all go through with our parents in high school, where like it's like whatever, like I don't really want to hear what you say, I don't really give a fuck about what you're talking about. Like I want to live my life, I want to do what I want to do, and this is that.
I think for me, where I kind of get that feeling where you were just talking about is when I left for college, living outside.
Oh, you got that taste of freedom.
Yeah, I got that taste of freedom. Plus, how much money? Then why coming from a blessed life?
Yeah.
I was just given whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't have necessarily any control or any guidance. Like it was a free for all because my parents were so strict in high school.
What do you mean by that? Oh, in college you were just like, I'm just going.
Yes, because it's like it was the first time ever that I
She
was
got
in,
freedom.
that I had
You
freedom.
got to just get
So
outside.
I knew what this life was like, and then a lot of people got like a certain amount a week, and yes, but I got a really high budget, so
Yeah.
I just kind of.
He wanted to make sure his baby was straight.
What
yeah.
school did you go to?
I
College?
went to the Art Institute of Austin, Texas.
Oh, you was lit out there.
Keep it
You was out
weird.
there on you was out there. Okay.
So are you an artist?
I love music, hospitality. I went there for the hospitality industry, but the direction it kind of took is that when they get really deep in hospitality, like I was taking a course of becoming a chef, and I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah,
this is not
it's
for
too
me.
broad.
Yeah, it's like Gordon Ramsay up in this motherfucker. Like, I remember I had to cook rice one time for my class, and the chef was making fun of me because I didn't cook the rice through. So, like, he's like,
Yeah.
you're
First
like,
of all,
keep
making
breaking-
rice is hard.
Yeah, it
Bro.
was.
It's not easy.
Making
Like-
rice.
Get a
Don't
rice
say it's
cooker.
hard.
Yeah.
But
So
And
what
I
made-
just was like, I got to get out of this. The hospitality I wanted to be in. It was like trying to
Entertainment.
event planning,
Yeah.
plan things for people. Like I want to put a smile on their face, but it wasn't through food.
So what made you want to like get into that? Like, so me, I'm the same way. Like, I never thought I'd be doing photography and video, but it's something. What really got me connected is the way I make people feel. I think I have that like feeling of service too, right?
Yes.
You know, even when I talk to you, I'm like, yo, I want to help put this girl's story out here because it's amazing. You know what I mean?
Y'all are visionaries. Y'all
Yeah,
too.
and-
Like, don't you ever feel like you just like? I also like you said, you're passionate about photography, and I do love music. Like, I just want to run shit. I don't know necessarily
Yeah.
what that entails, but like maybe being an A&R.
Yeah.
Like,
It's the inner
I
boss
want
in
to
you.
help people
You got the
grow
vision and
and
structure.
all that stuff. But
Yeah.
right now it's in the season of like, man, I'm
Building
trying to
your
make
own
me
brand.
myself
Yeah.
grow
Build
and
your
build
own
my own brand. So
What do they say on the airplane? They say you got to put your mask on first and then help the other person, right?
They do
You know
say
what I mean?
that.
So I definitely feel that. We met your mom, all of us, and your mom is amazing.
Oh, she's so
shout out to her,
sweet.
and I can't wait. Her book's gonna come out. It's called Good Grief.
Good grief.
Good Grief.
Shout out
her
to
mom's
her.
amazing.
That's good.
Thank you.
Do you get that feeling or those acts of service from her, or was your dad? Was it your dad, or was it like a bit of both?
The acts of service, my mom, all the way.
Okay, I can see that.
100%.
Capricorn, great
I
lady.
see that.
Hey,
Yeah.
Capricorn.
Yeah.
she's a one of a kind woman.
Yeah.
Like I tell people that you'll just never meet anyone like her. I truly believe she's just a guardian angel. Like when you just feel that energy, it just makes you wanna just melt. Like
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe it. Like, but the way I see her is that when she walks and she helps me with my life, like all the time, I see like a glow, like a halo around her. Like, and
She's
I don't see
spiritual.
around that a lot of other people, but I do say that. I'm not just saying that because she's my mom, and I
Yeah.
have to say that. That's just truly.
Just
I
energy.
She's
see-
anointed. She's
Yeah,
anointed
she's
for sure.
anointed.
I
And she
definitely
has
felt it.
a way of discernment and just a whole bunch of things. So like I know that since I came from her that I'm a chosen one.
That's in
And,
you for sure.
It's definitely in me.
Has she
and
always been like that?
Yes. And
So-
also I think through a life like anyone else and what they go through is like puts you on a certain pedestal, and you know she's in a time where she's her. Like
Yeah.
she's
You came out college, you know, you went to Austin Arts, and then you figured out that
and I
wasn't
did,
for you.
sadly I unfortunately did not graduate.
How'd that
That's
go?
okay.
Not graduate.
That's
So
okay.
That's where we'll
Life
get
happens
at.
how
So
life
then you
happens.
came back home after that. You came back to
I
Dallas.
dropped out because when I found
How-
out my brother died.
Okay, so you're okay. This is
Yeah.
when your brother died.
Yeah.
Are you the youngest?
No, I was the oldest. It was just
You were
us
the
two.
oldest.
Yeah.
How much older are you from your brother?
She said
3
3
years.
years. And I want to ask, like, how is it to continue to move forward, like carrying that type of like heavy grief? Because a brother and a dad, like, that's a lot. So to be able to keep pushing forward, like, how do you do that?
I think I need to kind of explain this better. Is just go on and kind of set the tone for. But when it comes to my brother, losing a brother is way different than losing a child. And I was at home. My mom and dad just went to the hospital, and this was on Christmas Eve in 2017. And
Christmas Eve?
Yeah. And the way I found out my brother died was just I don't know who can prepare you for this, but.
Right.
It's 1:00 in the morning, and my dad calls me, and was like, "Brett's dead," and hung up. And that's how I found out my brother died.
Where were you at?
I was at home by myself.
So you're back from Austin.
Yeah, back home. back
Christmas
for Christmas
Eve.
break.
Christmas in Dallas, 2017.
1 in the morning, get a phone call from your
Get a
dad.
phone call at home.
Why do you think he just hung up? Do you think he didn't
'Cause
know
he's
what else
processing.
to say after that? Do you think,
Yeah,
like,
that day I lost my brother is the same day I lost my dad.
Wow.
I feel that.
So what? So
100%.
okay. So you get the phone call. Then what?
Shock.
I was before I cried screaming and tears. I was so mad. So I broke everything in that house. Like slammed the doors. I just had so much anger in me. Just like that. And right then I just remember feeling like, oh my God, people do talk about how life could be so short. Like just feeling that and just in that moment,
Yeah.
just being at the house by myself. Like I couldn't want my mom and dad to get back fast enough. And
Yeah.
they were honestly like just distraught. Like
Yeah.
no, it was
Hey.
a shocking period of time, and everyone's like, "Oh, within time it will get better." But
It
in my
doesn't.
opinion, I don't really think it gets better.
It
just
does not.
kind of gets harder.
You just
But
learn how to.
grief isn't a roller coaster of emotions, and it's just up to you if how you want to handle it. And when it came to my brother, I didn't handle it very well. Like I thought I did a lot of the life I was doing is because I could, and then when I got to it, I realized that man, I'm actually drowning myself, and it just basically took me out of this light where out of the life where I never knew that there was going to be light at the end of a tunnel. Like
So-
I really hit the definition of rock bottom.
When you say drowning yourself, like, what do you mean by that?
Bad decisions, bad habits, alcohol. I'm gonna say it, drugs.
Okay,
Before
so
we-
with the way that your brother was sadly taken from us, and the way that your mom is, how you said she was kind of like the helicopter parent, and I know me and you have a deeper history, so the way she was about you with your friends, from Bailey to B Money, and then knowing how the situation with your brother happened.
I was good at hiding.
You were good at hiding?
Yeah.
So wait, okay, because I feel like we need to know, and if it's okay,
Yes.
what happened to your brother, or how did he pass, if you don't mind me asking?
He was murdered. He was murdered over 4 grams of marijuana. And it was by 2 shooters. It was a non-shooter, and they were both 17 and 18-year-old boys. They were from
Kids,
DeSoto.
bro.
And how old was he at the time?
17.
Oh my gosh,
Babies, bro.
Babies.
Babies.
His name was Brett.
Brett.
Rest in peace to Brett.
Who was Brett? I want to know who Brett was because you said you went crazy. You were breaking stuff.
That's
so
her
there's
baby,
somebody
Brett.
that. But who was Brett? Like, what kind
Was
of
he a
person
good
is
kid?
he?
Was he
Like, who is he?
silly? Was he angry? Did he
Sports
listen to
golf.
Young Nation?
Yeah, Brett definitely. He loved Lil Wayne, Brett was a light in itself. Like you just warmed up every time he smiled. The thing about me and my brother, I wouldn't say we had the best relationship. We definitely fought a lot. My brother bullied the hell out of me about my weight and my appearance. And
He's your brother.
you know, it just brother and sister stuff.
Absolutely.
But at the end of the day, we always had a that bond and an understanding, like that we would always have each other's back. And
Yeah.
he was allowed to make fun of me, but no one else was allowed to make fun of
Period.
me.
Right,
And
right.
that's how it is
And
in our house
the,
too.
like the days he would call me fat or whatever not. There's the days like, hey, I'm making your cereal for you, and I'm putting 2 cups of sugar in that shit. Like he's like, Mom, I need Bailey to make my cereal because I'm trying to get him to gain weight. Like you can make fun of me, like I'm gonna thicken you up, and it just his metabolism was way better.
That's funny.
what was his
Yeah.
sign? I'm just curious.
He was
Or
his
when's his
birthday
birthday?
September 15th. Well,
September. October.
Virgo.
Virgo. Oh, he was an asshole.
Yeah.
I mean, respectfully.
Yeah.
But like Virgos are mean.
yes, 100%. But like it does. I mean, I know today I'm at peace, but like I would do anything to fight with him again.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I know that feeling.
For sure. And the thing about, what I say is that even living a blessed life, like money does not buy happiness. I'm someone that can testify again, for that. Because if I could buy something back, I would try to buy his life back.
Absolutely.
But I can't. So,
And that's the thing that I feel like people have to understand is like, it don't matter if you rich or poor, like everybody has problems. And I think a lot of people look at it, and that's why I kind of wanted to get into the story and actually say who you are, because people will probably assume and have assumed like, oh, she's rich, her life ain't that bad or this and that, but they have no fucking idea what you go through.
Because they
and
think
vice
just
versa.
money is gonna solve everything.
Everybody has issues no matter where you at on the tax bracket, and it's really about who you are as a person. You know what I mean?
So in my short time of talking to this woman right here, she is like the sweetest person ever. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. So off camera, her and I, we had an opportunity to talk, and we spoke about your brother. And I don't know if I am even where I'm at right now. And I would say, I'm in a pretty good space mentally. But the people that, did that to her brother, they, they got their sentencing or whatever, and she was advocating for them to get a lesser sentence. Like, I can't, like, I don't know how I would feel. Like, if someone took someone that I loved, I would be like, fucking give them life. Like, get them out of here.
Can I ask you why?
yes, because I believe in forgiveness. At the end of the day, through my brother's, death, it took me years to get over that and, come up with things where I can, help myself to become at peace. So my family and I created a non-charitable foundation in my brother's name. It definitely was my idea because I started the funding for it.
Yes, ma'am.
After he died, I gave up my trust fund that I was given at 21. And that's why I have now, I do have a tattoo on my neck, 27. 27 is a very special number. That was my brother's football number, basketball number. And now, with his loss, I send 27 kids a year on full ride scholarships to college.
Man, let's clap it up for that real
Yes,
quick, man. We gotta clap it up for
That
that.
is amazing.
So she is too broke for therapy because she gave up her trust fund, but she did it so y'all could get an education.
Yeah. But when she told me that, I'm just like, I couldn't imagine. Like, that takes major healing. And then they reached out to her.
Yes, so with me doing this is because the idea is, okay, what is something that we can do in his name so he can be remembered? And it is to come up with scholarship money. Like, give kids that feel like they don't have to live this lifestyle and to sell drugs and to feel like they have to do this to take care of
Right.
their family one day. Like, go get a degree and
Go
so
focus on
you had
school.
to apply to what would you say it would call, like when I would read these letters that these people would write to, and it reminded me every single time I would read the letters, what other people have really been through, and it just reminded me that I don't have it as bad, and if it took my brother's one life to save at least 2 people's life, then I'm okay. And so that's what continued and helped me to continue my peace for years, and that's what I continue to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm getting from you somebody that has just been through so much. How old are you?
I'm 28.
28.
Little baby.
Yeah, bro.
I get somebody
And
that.
you know what's crazy is, remember I said 27? 27, when I turned 27 last year was just the first time I figured out what life's about.
Man.
Right.
It's so crazy how this full circle thing, like,
Wait a minute. You got the key to life. Tell me. What is life about? What is it about, please?
just the idea of like, creating a, really purpose. People like during this journey and what I'm trying to do and create for myself, people keep asking me like, what's your why, B? And I'm like, well, first of all, why not? And I'm still necessarily trying to figure out what my why is. But I just, like I said, it goes back to even me going to hospitality school, just serving, the people, but not just serving the people, but serving the Lord.
Yes.
Yeah.
And man, that made me have chills by just saying that, because that when I turned before 27, I would have never used that term.
Yes.
I grew up in a Christian home and lived my faith base because I was told to do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So there's a life before surrendering yourself, and then an after.
That word surrender.
After surrendering.
It's so crazy how you go through things in your life that bring you closer to the Lord by like, it's almost like you get broken, you know what I'm saying? And then you have nowhere to go but to lean on the Lord, right?
Absolutely.
And then you get your strength from him, and now it's like, okay, I'm whole again.
I heard something the other day, and it stuck with me, and I think you can relate. We try to save a lot of people, but everybody has to go through it. Everybody has to go through their it in life to where they wake up and realize that God has never left them. God's been in their corner. And just with simple, basic instructions and discipline, you can change your whole life, and
Absolutely.
everything can move around. Mountains can be moved.
Yeah, amen to that. And another thing I said is I had to hit rock bottom to realize that God was my rock.
So let's talk about that. So we move, so boom. And that's why I was saying I feel like you just went through so much, because I see somebody who just went through a lot of stuff and was just trying to find their way in, and then you have to hit rock bottom, right? You have to hit that rock bottom for God to get your attention. And it's funny because in between that, for me anyway, my life, God gave me a million signs to do things, and I knew better, but I just didn't do it. And then eventually, because your timing is right here, right? And you're getting closer and closer to that time where it's your time to shine. And eventually, if you don't get there, he's gonna pull you out of whatever you at. And that's what hurts the worst. Because when he pulls you, it hurts so much more than when you could have just left yourself. And I feel like right now with you, your timing is now.
Absolutely.
And so he was saying, Bailey, come on.
So
and then finally he just pulled you, and then you went through rock bottom. And I kind of want to get to
Where
that
was rock bottom? Where
yeah,
was
I want to get to that rock
when
bottom.
you lost your father, or was it when you lost your brother, or was it like the jail that you were facing?
Yes. Rock bottom was losing my dad last April, and within a week later, I was staring at 4 walls of a jail cell. But let me tell you something about my mom did not automatically come get me. This is this is my second time back in jail. And so she definitely let me sit in that motherfucker for 5-6 days.
Let you marinate.
Why'd you go to jail?
I violated my probation because I didn't want to stop a life that I was living. I was living in a lost,
Right,
in hurt,
right.
depression, no guidance, and I was living on my own, and trying to figure things out, but also going through grief.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so when you said you lost your dad, when you lost your brother, to now, can I get a small little rundown on that life for Bailey?
Yes.
Because that's when I feel like I met you at early 20s.
Yes. Part of when I talk about throughout this podcast about being lost is the day that I say that my brother died was the day I lost my father, is because I unfortunately lived my life never for me. So I lived my life for my dad. I wanted to prove to him that I was somebody and can make something happen. And unfortunately, my dad was such a great human, but he just wasn't the best father. He was super depressed and sad about his son. That was his baby son. Like, I
His
mean,
boy.
I know that parents say that they don't pick, but like, I was just closer with my mom, and my dad was closer with my brother. And sometimes that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
And but at the end of the day, I was daddy's little girl. I just wanted him to show up in my life, show up to the games that he never went to in high school. Like, he was struggling in himself, and that he just couldn't be where I wanted him to be. And so for a long time, I blamed him for a very long time. But since I go back to that whole forgiveness thing, I've learned I saw this thing where it said, if you had to choose one person in your life, who do you need to forgive? And I said, I need to forgive my dad.
Did you get to forgive him while he was here, or did he have to leave for you to realize that you?
I sadly he had to leave for me to forgive him.
And when you say your dad wasn't there and he didn't go to the games and the small stuff like that, was he dealing with it in a dark place, or was he at work, or was
I think
he
that
trying to
time
provide?
before my brother, he definitely was working. He was providing and being
Like, did he bury himself in his work as like a way to be like, as his escape? I'm
I
not-
would definitely put it that way. Yes.
He was like, I'm finna just be super
Working all the
successful
time.
for my family.
Yes.
I mean, and a lot of times, and I don't know your dad's story. I mean, did he grow up with money or anything?
No, he grew up poor.
So like, yeah, I'm about to say, a
Go
lot of
get it.
times when you grow up like that, you go to the ends to make sure your family's good. And sometimes when you really want to get to a next level, you gotta make a decision. And it sucks. It sucks. Like,
You had to make that decision with your baby not too long ago.
absolutely. You know what I mean?
Working
Like,
in LA and her being here.
right.
Because it's
And
like
even
you could be there,
Yeah.
but if you want the life you're trying to provide,
Paying for college or, providing
Well,
to
her
be
with
able to give out
whatever.
scholarships and bless and do the little things or vacations and small stuff that families love and want to do.
Right.
It takes sacrifices. It takes more time at work, longer hours.
And you could do all that with a 9-to-5, but when you thinking bigger and you thinking legacy, you know what I'm saying? That's where you gotta make the decision. You can go pay for college and work a 9-to-5. You can go just you could be around, but when you thinking like generational wealth and changing
Impact.
everything, you have to sacrifice something. And a lot of times it is that time with your family. Unfortunately, you know what I mean? And I'm going through that right now. Actually, like I'm debating. Like I've been asked to go to LA a million times, and I'm just like I can't leave my daughter right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because my dad wasn't around. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Maybe if my dad was around, maybe I wouldn't have that. I probably would just go. I don't know. I really don't know. But
That's what I was talking about. It just finding the perfect maybe balance.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't want. He of course like that's what you make a great point. It's like you're making a sacrifice, but like just now you just said you're not willing to leave your baby girl.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Choice.
So maybe I just wish a little bit that I could. My dad showed up for me like
Right.
that, And what's crazy is that your daughter now is in this time that she's gonna probably be able to feel something that I didn't get to feel, which
Yeah.
is good. So like,
Yeah.
it just depends on which way you look at it. you
Which
know?
Was
way-
he
what's more
always a
important?
workaholic though? Like,
Huh?
was he always working, or was it just more so after y'all's loss that he went harder?
No, he's always been.
I mean, he
working.
owned
His
multiple-
goal, he had a great goal.
Yeah.
His goal in life, he even got a necklace made, and it was a 5 and a 5 backwards into a heart, and it because he wanted to have 5 dealerships, retire when he was 55, and at least have 55 million in the bank.
Yes.
But you
And
know
he
what?
surpassed that when he hit 40.
Shout out.
Clock it.
And that's
So
the thing. He had a goal. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, I feel the same with my dad. You gotta somehow find a way to forgive. And he tries to apologize now, but it's like I don't know. But
You gotta accept
you
the
gotta
apology.
understand that. You gotta understand. Now that you're older, you can probably understand more what he was trying to do. And he set up for you guys, even though you missed out on some things that probably were more important to you at the time. Because at 9, 10, 11, 12, you don't care if they're rich. You just want your dad to fucking be there. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Like that when the whole working stage, like I didn't blame him or was mad at him or have resentment towards them. I became that way after we did lose my brother because at the end of the day,
I need y'all.
I want
need him.
you need to be here. You still have a loving wife at home and a daughter who needs you. And
Probably more than
I
ever.
really wasn't ever going to talk about the situation, but at the end of the day, I said it at my mom's book launch, at her Good Grief book launch, and when I said that the day I lost my dad was after
Your brother.
Your brother.
after my brother is because I had to stop my dad from shooting himself. I found him a week later, and we couldn't find him, and I couldn't find his gun in the house, and he went missing. His phone wasn't answering, and this is the first moment I had my little come to Jesus moment. Is I was
Right.
driving around Plano, and I couldn't go anywhere. Next thing you know, I literally have no control of the car, no gas pedal, no steering wheel, and it drove 2 blocks by itself into the Katy Trail Ice House in Plano. Was my dad in his Rolls Royce and his gun. And if I wasn't there 2 seconds later, he would have shot himself.
Wow.
Ooh.
And I ripped that gun from his hand so fast, and I said, "You freaking coward."
Yeah.
I said, "How dare you?"
Leave. Yeah.
And I called the pastor immediately.
Yes.
And
Got
he
some
spoke
help.
life into him. And for a little bit on, my dad was hanging on a little bit longer. And
Wow.
eventually life took him out because he just couldn't get over it. It's
probably the guilt.
alcohol he drank and more and more and more after my brother.
Yeah.
And that's the time that I had dealing with the resentment because, you know, and me trying to prove himself, like, come see me, come try to see my new house. This is what I did after you cut me off because I chose to live a life like go to jail because apparently I wanted to be a thug so badly, but just hanging around wrong people. I definitely was a consumer of the lifestyle, not a seller. I went to do a deal and I did that for someone. And if I learned one thing, it was snitches get stitches, and I wasn't willing to rat out on my boyfriend at the time.
Yeah.
So I took accountability, didn't have to go to jail, got probation, and was on the straight and narrow. Thought I was getting my life together, and that's when I dealt with abandonment. My dad had retired, and my mom and him were going and traveling, and I just was dealing with all this and running and gunning into the city, living in their penthouse, living this life, feeling like I'm invincible now.
Champagne here.
Yeah.
What's it called? I learned about what's that drink? A martini because of you. A drink and a snack
Yeah.
is what you used to call it.
That's funny.
Right.
I will say,
I barely remember that, but
I want to leave and end with this with your dad if we're gonna move on from that. I do think a lot of people do things out of fear, and like great things out of fear. Like I've done things out of fear of failing, and it's made me work so much harder and do some amazing things. And I think that I don't know if this is the case with your dad, but I wonder if because he worked so hard and he probably had this life he had for you and your brother, that when he lost your brother, and especially to like drugs or like a bad drug transaction, he probably felt like, damn, I did all this for what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're
And then
exactly
felt
right.
that depressed. And then when you started going that way, he probably really closed off because he's traumatized already from your brother. And he probably was like,
okay, no, I
No,
get
this
why
the
you call it
couch. Yeah,
too
this the
broke for
couch.
therapy.
You feel
We
me?
don't talk about
Okay.
it.
yeah, he probably
I
was
was like, that's probably
traumatized.
some real shit that I even had a therapist say to me.
No,
Yeah.
real shit. He probably was traumatized from that. And because I do that sometimes with my daughter. Like, I see some things that she's doing that I did, and I know how it went. And then I'll find myself almost closing off. And like, I'm like, no, I got to confront this because
Yeah.
I need to. And that's hard as fuck for everybody. So, yeah, a lot of stuff. People can do a lot of great things from fear. And then when it doesn't go that route, you know. So that's just something to think with. So,
Yeah,
you know.
I appreciate
Yeah.
that. Thank you for that.
Last thing as we close off on Pops, because he was a great man, and
Rest
we're
in
trying to
peace to
just
him.
remember greatness, man. Do you think after that you're living your life, you're running and gunning through the city, Deep Ellum here, Frisco there, wherever you're having fun, that the way you were living kind of really hurt your parents after what happened?
Did they even know?
Half and half. They weren't living I was also living a lie.
Yeah.
I was living a lie to him and a fantasy. Like
Or you're
I was
giving-
doing a little bit of working, like, but not really. Like I'm making them think I'm going to work 9 to 5. I'm getting all this money, and it's, you know, I was just living off of what
I'm
what
gonna
I
dap
got.
you up because I remember those days. You were a productive person, but that you said that, I see how you were. Okay.
Lied.
Well, she still be moving and grooving. She be like, I got to do some work today, Warren. But what?
Okay, so
we
so
make some things happen.
So how? Because you was thugging at one point. Apparently, you was
Yeah.
thugging. So what happened with that? Like, how did you get caught up? How long did you have to? What, like, how long is the probation? Like, what? You know, what?
Well, I was
what
set
happened?
up by Collin County.
You were set up?
Set up.
What'd she say?
By a
wow.
police officer.
They gonna do it.
Someone who set me up was someone that I've known since I was 2 years old.
Oh my god.
We have best friends. We're friends. Our parents were best friends. I have a naked baby picture with him in the bathtub, and
Wow.
he lives the same lifestyle I have. So it's just like, what the hell are we doing? We're just both messed up
Yeah.
rich people. Like, I don't know. But
He clearly didn't have the heart for it. Like
No, they
you.
probably had him on something like, hey, we got you on this. You better
This is
tell.
they
Yeah.
gave him the deal, the same deal they gave me. They
Yeah.
said you need to bring in 10 people. Yeah.
10 people.
They're trying to shut it down.
10 people, because he had his own charges. He
Yeah.
was dealing with probably some other things that I don't want to talk about, but
Yeah.
and he was like, bring in 10 people. He probably didn't want to bring in the big fish. So
Yeah.
he's like, let me start thinking about people that maybe can pay their way out of this or like not have such of a struggle. And I am
Where I
a
can
little
still get some
naive at the
points, though.
time.
Yeah.
Plus, there was a time where I wasn't completely sober all the time.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I kind of just went with it. He was telling me I was going to get this much money and paid, and Collin County was offering. And the one charge, they let me sell it 4 times. The same place, once a month, in the same location.
So wait, you were a drug dealer?
got set up to be.
You asking police
Wait,
questions?
can I
This is what you're
Are we
supposed to have off the
Damn.
camera.
I mean, Too Broke for Therapy ain't
Off
Off record,
Yeah.
off record.
federal. I mean,
I'll
come
break
on.
it. My bad. Okay.
Protect
Did
the
what she
brand.
had to-
Basically, I got set up by an
Yeah.
undercover.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
sorry. I was surprised.
good, you good, you
Goddamn,
good.
B Money.
That's
Shit.
it, yeah.
So,
Crazy.
That happens.
so that happens, and then we talk. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
So you went to Collin County. You went up there, like you took the shower with the little bitty soap and all of that.
Yeah.
Girl, I was there once.
And my the first time my parents left me in there for 7 days.
You want to hear a wild story? The first time I ever went to Collin County was that 2017 Christmas break.
Mine was 2023.
I got arrested the day after we got on break that Saturday, and I didn't get out until 2 days before apparently your brother got in that situation. My mom let me sit because I went to Frisco Mall. My granny told me not to steal. My best friend and his girl was gonna pick me up when she got off work, and I went to the mall and I was supposed to just do something until Kenzie got off
You
work.
was a booster?
And he was gonna come get me. I was just bored.
Damn.
My
we
mama
got
sent me to
drug
my
dealers and
granny's 'cause I got in
boosters?
trouble.
Goddamn.
And
What's
so-
your crime?
What? So she
Big
after
heart.
after 2, my brother was supposed to come get me. What? I'm in Frisco. I take some polo cargos.
Them $50. 65.
50. They're
I know.
$43,
So you
but
already going to jail.
I got hit with 50 to 500 theft because it was after tax. It was like $51.
Do you want to switch charges?
For real. She
no,
like,
but
please.
for real, I'm trying to hear about this B Money situation. Okay,
know.
so you was in Collin
Yeah,
County.
cut
So you
me
sat
off.
at, you
I
sat
had
at
a
the
good
chairs
story.
for like 2 days because they don't even take you up.
It's a process that nobody should have to go through. We're not
So
going to glorify
you
this
went
on
up
this
there.
podcast.
No,
Yeah,
we're
we
not
ain't gotta go
glorifying,
through
but
it.
it's her story. And
We
I
ain't got to
Jail,
go through
bro,
all
you've
that.
been
Do you
through
want
it.
to talk
You know
about
what she
jail?
went
In terms
through.
of like, I think I have no choice but to
been
laugh,
there.
to laugh about it now. So like some funny experiences. Like first of all, it's super cold in that place,
Yes.
and I'm like, the first thing I did with my commissary money was buy socks so I
Yes.
can get double layered up.
Yes.
I
Hold
knew
up.
I double layered
See?
up. on
You
my-
had how long you in there?
She did
7
like
days.
7 days.
Y'all had commissary after
Dude,
7
I did
days?
some hard times.
You
That
get
7 days
you get
was hard
commissary after
time.
3 days.
Where?
It takes you 2 to
In
3 days to
Collin
get
County.
upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
No.
you got-
He
if
not
you
a
get
real
arrested
criminal.
with
I was
money
in-
I
on-
feel like we all professionals.
When-
at
He
this.
not a real
When
criminal.
I was in
You-
Virginia, we had to wait a week to get commissary.
Virginia,
It was
bro,
over
this
with.
is Texas.
When did you go to jail?
Bro, this is how I know you don't pay attention to the pod.
No,
We've
what-
had
what
this
he gonna jail
conversation
for?
a million times.
Anybody
He's
know?
talked about it in 3 different
talked
episodes.
about
Tell
it.
me. Anybody know?
Stay tuned for the BTS to
See?
find out why.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
What's that thing Joe Budden them got the
Nobody knows.
the
See, they don't
the
know.
behind the scenes, the one you pay for, subscribe? Yeah.
Click the link.
Patreon.
The Patreon.
Tap into the
Yeah,
Patreon.
we'll let you know on the Patreon, man. God damn it, my bad. So anyway, it was cold. You double socked up. You layered. A girl said, "Give me your food."
Yeah, give me your food. She was offering to
Wait, for real?
thread my
Oh,
eyebrows.
stop.
She was
That is
like,
so surprising.
it was like the sixth. It was like the
I'm trying not
sixth
to laugh.
day. The 6th day, and this girl was like, "Hey, do you have some extra chips?" And I was like, "Yes." She was like, "Well, can I thread your eyebrows?"
Yes.
With them? And I'm like, "Damn, my parents are leaving me here for good." Because like every time I call them, my dad's like, "I'm not getting you out."
Yeah.
I definitely did call all my dad's rich friends.
Yeah.
They
Man, you
said,
remember their numbers?
Yeah, we gotta go through the big
big guy, yeah.
Of course,
Yeah.
my dad wasn't going.
He's
Yeah.
finna cut them off after that.
Yeah, or fire them.
Yeah.
Like, I
and
gotta get out.
I ended up calling my mom and just crying because I just let some girl
Thread
thread my eyebrows with tampon
For some
strings.
chips.
Yeah.
For chips.
Yeah.
Tampon strings.
Did she do them good though?
Yeah, it was
Got you
fire.
right.
It was fire.
That's all
for
that
sure.
matters.
What kind of chips you get
just
for that?
didn't- Huh?
What kind of-
Cheetos?
Anything on the
I
Okay.
did.
Some chips ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying?
And I didn't really know. Like, I thought everything that you saw in the movies about jail. Like, I definitely asked where the ice machine was. They
Yeah.
definitely don't have ice in there.
No,
I
fuck no.
love ice water, so
Yeah.
I know that's not for me.
Ew, that little
And I'm
metal.
like, why are people like in the on the basketball court, like talking to what do you call it, the drains?
Yeah.
You know, and they're
Yeah.
Talking to
chatting
other
up to their
people.
They're
boyfriends.
talking to the
Yes.
guy on the other
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a whole talk system.
I mean, I also thought I was on pranked. I was like, all right, mom and dad, you can come out now.
Yeah.
Like, it just wasn't
Oh, no.
my reality.
It's crazy in there.
So that's when I think we talked on the phone. You was like, okay, that's when you said I'm changing and giving my life to God, right?
After it took me the second time to go to jail.
Oh, this is first time.
This is the first time.
So they
This
knew
is what
you when you
landed
came
her on
back.
probation.
They was like, "What's up, Miss Ack?" They knew you when you came back the second time.
Yeah.
So what was the time frame between your first and second offense?
3.5 years, 3 to 4 years.
Oh, so you did good for a little bit. I mean, you stayed
I
out
would
of
say
trouble.
3 years.
You
Yeah.
stayed out of
You
trouble.
had 5 to
Yeah,
do it for
but
probation.
I stopped going. I got 6 years on probation, and I did the first year, and then I stopped going. I just gave up. I didn't want to stop clubbing and partying.
Oh, you
and
stopped reporting.
stop reporting. I didn't just show up, or I would keep failing the drug test.
Then you got
And,
scared.
and I got scared. Yeah, ran.
Damn.
And so, did they like come to your house and they're like, "Okay, come with us"?
Yeah,
or-
last May they came on a Thursday morning and knocked on my door, and there was like 7 of
Yeah.
them.
Oh, yeah, sheriff.
And the first thing they said was like, "Don't worry, you have a bail." And I'm like, "Well, you think if you told me I don't have a bail, you think I'm gonna run off? I can't run. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
outrun
Either
y'all."
way, I can't do
But
shit.
thank you. And I called my mom immediately. I was like, "Mom." And
But
this
you
was-
knew that was going to be your fate because you stopped reporting.
Yes, and I dealt in a year of anxiety. Of
Yeah.
So wait.
knowing my
Looking
day,
over your
my
shoulder.
one day is up to come. And so what did I do to fix my anxiety? Do more drugs.
Yeah.
Them
Drink
Yerkes,
more.
them dirties.
Just
Whatever.
bad stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't want to face reality. I just really feel like I was not alive. Like I just didn't want to. I felt like at a point in time I just didn't want to be here. I didn't care about showing up for not only my family. I was being selfish, but I also wasn't showing up for me.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I didn't have besides my mom, but really have a light or someone that was truly a
Pouring
friend
into you
that's just
positively.
like, try to pull me out of that, Eventually now, thank God we're on this podcast, but it had to take me surrendering myself to God and me
Nah.
going through something and pulling myself
Nah,
out.
So you didn't
don't
have-
even do it.
You didn't have
if you would've
one
hung with me
person.
during
Don't do
that
it.
And told me you were running around with
You
that
wasn't
dead
there.
You didn't
ass.
have one person in your
Well,
life.
I told you,
You wasn't
be very
there.
honest that I lied a lot. Too.
Yeah.
Like,
So Worm wasn't there for you, is what you trying to say.
I didn't say that.
Damn.
That's crazy though, because being the person that you are, again, you and I, we chatted, and you are such a giving, loving person. Like you said, you always bring people out. You always got everybody around you. So to have people around you and like basically like they're kind of watching you drown, like, and for them to not lend you a hand or be like, "Girl, you got to get it together." Like, are you friends with those people now that your life has
I
changed?
keep acquaintances. Like I'm going to the deep of like people I was with necessarily like every single day. Like I told you before, like I lied to people that
Yeah.
I was checking in. I was never honest.
Yeah.
I didn't.
So you
want
can't be
people-
mad at them because they didn't even know what was really
Yeah, I
going
never
on.
said that I was
Yeah.
mad at them. I'm just saying that it took for
Right,
me
right.
to want to fix me, to
Yeah,
help me.
yeah, yeah.
No one else could have done it for me. It was no one else's fault.
Because in that moment, if you were not ready, to heal or come out of that, like, would you have even been able to accept it if somebody did try to help you?
Yeah, probably not. 100% not. Like, I unfortunately had to lose my dad to alcoholism for me to wake up and be like, do you want to live this life or do you want to leave a legacy?
Yeah.
And that's minute when I came to my mom after she did bail me out of jail and I threw my hands up and I said, I can't do this anymore. I need help.
But really what you did was surrender to God.
Yes, absolutely.
And he probably was just like, happy you came back. You know what I mean? Okay, boom, 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 boom. Okay, we back. You know what I'm saying? So we moved from jail. You went to your second bed. And then you realized like you went to your mom. You said, and you were like, hands up, like I'm done. Like I want to get my shit together. So knowing and meeting your mom, I just want to know her response first of all. First and foremost, like what was that day like? Walk me through it.
She got on her hands and knees and just cried.
Walk me through that day.
I came to my mom after I got out from jail and I sat down and I had a real conversation with her. And that was the moment that after I told her, I can't do this. I don't want to live this life. That's a lie. I need help. And she got on her hands and knees and started crying. After, losing a son and losing a husband and, almost about to lose a daughter that's living this lifestyle, she couldn't have been more grateful for that moment and that we shared. And through that process, I was the first time in my life I experienced something they called clarity, and that's when all the arts and the creative came out. And I swear I could have shot like a movie when I was at this wellness center, and that's how I got into doing. That's how I got the name DJ B Money. Started going to DJ school in Austin, Texas, called Dub Academy. Every single day I was waking up at 6 a.m. and I'm ordering fabrics, bling, clothes, sweatshirts, sweatpants, hats. And next thing you know, I'm waking up every day sitting at a table and making clothes for everyone who was in this program with me. And, they're even starting to offer me money, just like doing custom stuff. I'm putting, I like to have my own
You're getting
flashy.
your creative on.
Getting my creative on, and I'm like, man, like I'm loving to, who I'm becoming and what I'm building, like.
And it's being
You
appreciated.
feel your purpose.
Yes, feeling my purpose. I had never in my life experienced something like that, and so I sat back and I thought to myself, I was like, what am I doing here? And I'm like, I'm turning my pain into purpose. And that is a great reference, I think.
Absolutely.
Turn your
Snap
pain
on
into
that
purpose.
one.
Pain into
Turn your
purpose.
Pain into passion. I
Shirt's
love it.
coming soon.
Or your pain
Yeah.
in the
So,
paper.
so one thing I love, so I went with Sean, and this was crazy. This felt like a GTA side mission. He was like, bro, come with me to this fitness thing.
Yeah, did you
I'm
even know what
shooting
you were
for
getting
big money."
into when you
Hell no. Let me tell you. So he like,
Shout
bro,
out
he
to
sent me the
Juice.
address to this spot. And I'm
Under a
like, this
bridge.
old warehouse. And I start looking, and I'm hearing doom, 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 like a beat. And it's under, the bridge, what's the bridge, the white bridge?
by Trinity Groves.
Bro, under the bridge, there's niggas running up and down the bridge like the hill.
They're doing bear
and
crawls.
B-Money, I see a pink, fly-ass Range Rover pulled up to the front, and I see her with a DJ, boom, going crazy. I said, bro, this felt like GTA, bro, like literally walking into a side mission.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, like, when I saw that and I saw you, I was like, this somebody that won. Because I've seen you DJ, I've seen some of the stuff you've done. But when I saw it in person, you had your people with the B-Money shirt on too. And then you had your
Represent.
you had your
Members.
photo shoot ready. Your laptop had you on it. And then you had the B-Money, everything was B-Money.
Yeah.
This before you put the B-Money on the car though.
Yes.
Which, I liked the car with it. It was fire.
Yeah.
It was too fire without
But I
the
needed
B-Money's
tax
still good.
write-off. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
No, I get it.
Get
I
that,
get
get
it.
It's
Tax
big
write-off. I
business.
already
Yeah,
knew it was like, you ain't even
Especially
got
on that range.
But when I seen it, I said, yo, this is somebody that thought this shit all the way out. And I think I gave you a hug, and I was like, man, it's so good to see you, because I know that feeling, because you like,
And
you
do you
took
remember
your
what you
time.
said to me? I will remember. I never
What'd
forget
I
these
say?
words, because someone that we've always known each other, but we had the relationship of more of knowing about each other,
Yeah,
understood the
right.
moments. But you said to me, you're like, I like this for you, and just from someone that's more of an
Yeah.
outside of perspective looking in, for him to say that, just like, it's definitely rewarding.
Yeah.
That someone. Basically, like, he told me he sees me,
Yes.
with not even really just being around me every day. And
Right.
so
Come
on now.
it's,
And I can
it's those
say-
things and those moments that you start to appreciate in life,
Because I caught you a few times at Worms, and I knew of you, but when I saw you on social, and then when I saw you in person, like you said about your mom, I saw that glow. I said, it's somebody that loves something, and you were doing something positive, and people felt it, and you had the whole, like, bro, it's in the middle of the hot ass sun, people running up and down a concrete hill.
Yeah.
In Dallas.
And she got it jumping, and they just going crazy because she's got the energy up there. And I said, this ain't somebody that just wants to be a DJ. This is somebody
She
that knows
loves it.
exactly how to capture that energy. And you were serving people even when they were tired. Like, you was really enlightening them. You was really building them up. You know what I'm saying? You was really doing something.
And-
So I just need you to know that, number one. Like, you are really putting something in people's spirits, and it's positive, number one. You know what I mean? And two, like, I was just proud of you that day.
And
was
I
proud of you.
will
appreciate
say
that.
he was really proud of you, because I don't know if it was the next day, but we all met up. We all went to Sean's house, and y'all were editing the video or something.
yeah.
And he was like, man, this B-Money, look how she pulled up. She pulled up in the range. Like, damn,
Dog.
I didn't even know you. This was never a thought. He was hyping. He was like,
I know
he
how you
blew
come.
you up. Like, he was
Thank
so
you.
proud of you. Like, I'm telling you, when we got there and they were doing the little footage at Sean's house editing it, they were like, yeah, she's official. Like, you see the straight, like, everything he just said to you, he said to us.
Yeah, okay.
Dog,
before he
just said
because
it
you
to
got
you.
the
What
blueprint.
he'll say to
So-
my face, he'll say behind my
No,
back.
and
I
he
love
did,
it.
and
Yeah.
he did. I will
Like,
say that he was
you
coming
got the
for you for sure.
blueprint, and I feel like you the biggest thing coming out the city, and it's like you doing it 100%. There's somebody that's seen so many marketing, and I've been blessed to be around some big artists and been around some big labels and been around some big marketing teams and how they doing it. And I don't know if you got that, but you moving like you got that. Like,
Yeah.
everything you do seems to be like calculated and on point. Like, you
Absolutely.
came with the iconic car. Then you said, boom, I'm gonna hit him with the photo shoot. Then boom, I'm gonna hit him with the one mic when you was DJing and somebody's rapping. Then you like, boom, I'm gonna hit him with the workout. And it's like, yo, every time I look in the city, B-Money doing something, and then you hit him with the, hey, I got a surprise in 4 days, have him waiting, and then now we have, you was on Rooftop, and I saw your video, you was like, it's about to drop, and then there's a video you saying you're doing your first.
Very first pop-up event that I feel that I even said in the video. I said in Dallas, Texas, or kind of a lot of other states, that there's a lot of capping going on on. There's a lot of people who say that they're gonna do shit,
Yep.
but they don't ever actually do it.
They don't show
Right.
up.
And so I just would love to be that
Execution.
example. Like, okay, let me show you that someone that had gone through some shit is an overcomer and also an overcomer in Christ Jesus.
Yes.
And is taking a pain and then turning into a purpose, but also, you know, doing things with intent and intention and integrity. And that is so important to have. And, you know, so that's why I'm moving the way I'm moving, is because I'm finally woke the first time in my life. So it's just it's a great feeling, you know, and I know that this is just I'm about to be unstoppable.
So you showing? Let's talk about that event real quick. So I'm really watching. I'm really a fan. I'm really paying attention. Did I see you at the Apple Store getting gifts from the Apple Store for people?
Oh, she's popping it like that for the
Like, let's
vibes.
talk about these gifts, because you really listen. Y'all really want to be there. It's on the 18th, right?
Yes.
It's on the
Talk about,
18th.
talk about this party that,
Like,
that you said.
let's talk about it.
This party is, you know, kind of honestly not just for me and a branding and a marketing moment, you know, but it's also like I'm trying to give back to the community. Like, listen, there's not a lot of people that are throwing parties out here. Yes, I'm charging $25 a ticket just to get through the door. You don't got to pay for food,
But it's worth it.
all you can drink, and that you get free raffles. I went to the Apple Store and I bought computers, iPads,
Come on, bro.
headphones. I also Diesel had his brand with these headphones that are super cute. And
This ain't no Beanie Babies.
yeah, like I said, Big
This is the B
B,
money
not the
Apple
little
B
B.
production.
The big B. Big money.
And I just different contests and raffles, and I do have a special guest, but you'll never know who's gonna be there.
Me and Judy didn't get ours in the mail.
I didn't have it.
It was on the
I just
internet.
posted. I don't think
Okay.
I think I only invited my mom eventually, and I told her my mom can only come for 45 minutes.
Hey,
Well,
look
I
out,
got an
bro.
invite,
You
guys.
just
You,
met her.
No,
You just
I
met
got an
her.
invite.
But I
Yeah,
kept
invited
up.
y'all.
I got
invited
invited
y'all
at the
now.
table.
Y'all was my people.
yeah,
like y'all
but
come
how
into
many
the house.
how many computers is it? How many computers is it?
I did say plural, but it's just one computer.
So there's no computers at this, because we'll talk about it later on.
Okay.
There's no computers, but you know, y'all headphones and
Oh, that's
what else you
terrible.
said? Headphones. Headphones is
So
So
gonna
the
be
thing
there.
is, though, is that the idea of this is to give it to the people that really need it, right?
Yes.
So let's talk about that. Let's talk
Idea.
about
So
how
what inspired
you.
you?
Yes, like
party.
I mean, people can go and get like a gift card for $25 and
Yeah.
raffle that off. But I also like I said, I'm blessed to live the life I live, and I'm someone that's wanting to share my blessings. So, in my opinion, if I'm gonna throw a party about myself, like I want to be able to not only put a smile on my face, but put a smile on my audience's face, or
Yeah.
people who really take the time to come and show up for me. Like this is just something that I want to give back. Like.
So-
And this party is also going to be a moment, with all these fun things that I have, strategically planned, but also like a moment. I'm going to talk about like where I was exactly a year ago, and then now that this party, I'm going to tell you exactly what this party looks like. This party here looks like accountability in my life, and that's because I deal with the cards that were dealt. I'm taking accountability of my life. I have a grasp on it, and this is what I'm trying to do. And this is just the first event that's yet to come. Like
beginning.
I want to be able to do this once every other month, work with vendors and other people, and hopefully. It will,
No,
You just answered two of my next questions. My bad,
Okay.
brother.
go ahead.
Because one of my questions was pretty much, is this, if it's the success that I think it's going to be and that you hope it to be, it's going to be. We're going to speak it into existence.
yeah.
Is this going to be a repeating thing every
Yes,
year? Be money during
Yes,
the summer?
I want to do this party a couple times a year, and I just want this first one to just show people who I am besides the bottle popper.
Yeah.
Because I'm so much more than that, but also to throw events for
for the city and
For the
coming
city,
up.
yeah.
And then on the second part, you also kind of answered that more events are coming soon. Any plans? Is this like, or you got strategies coming for stuff in the fall when it's nice around the city? Stuff for Christmas, stuff for spring.
Yeah, we're slowly taking month by month, but the day after my party, I'm going to play at World Cup at Fair Park.
Ooh.
Come on now.
And it's my first DJ gig, looking
Come
out in
on.
front of 60,000 people. So that's
So
pretty
if,
big
like-
one.
like
if
you-
you're in the city and you want to watch a good game, go out there and support.
This
man.
the hottest DJ in the city right now.
For
That's
sure.
B Money. But look, man, Warren Rap. He been trying to drop his
Yeah, you want to be on
mixtape.
my Iced Out Mike
He been
series?
trying to drop his
So-
mixtape. We've been waiting on this mixtape from Worm since 2012.
Really?
Like
I'm on Dat Piff. I'm on YouTube. They've been asking for it.
Can he bust a flow
We
at your?
might make something shake.
Can he bust a flow at the open mic?
It's really about my DJ. Our DJ moved to New York, so I
Okay.
need somebody I trust with my sound, and I know you ain't gonna let me look crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, we
All
gonna make
right.
something shake.
Yeah, this is like I said. This is just the beginning for all of us.
All right, cool. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Do you feel like this
I totally thought you were
success?
serious.
Do you feel like this success that you're about to get now? Do you feel like it means more to you because of the losses that you've taken?
That's a great way to put it. Yeah.
Now that you have that clarity that you said
Yes.
you need, because I feel like this has always been in you. You were just dealing with so much up here, and now that you've gotten that out the way, and you're ready to be who you are instead of who you're
This is
around.
for you because
Yes.
you said you were
Bailey-
always living
Bailey
for your
met
dad,
B
and you always
Money.
living for
Yes.
somebody
Now
else.
I'm living a life for me, and I gotta say this just to kind of like wrap it up. Is that last summer, like for 100 days, I cried every single day of going through all the things. Like, and I'm not the only one that goes through hard times. But to look at a life that I see light at the end of my tunnel now, and now that I can sit here
Sorry, get it out.
in front of people and just shed light onto my story and what I've been through is just super humbling. And just, it's just like I said, where I'm just getting started. And I can't appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all so much more than I can explain to you.
We appreciate
of
you.
what it means to let me allow myself to come on your platform and just, support and show up in my life when, it's not just your timing, but it's also God's timing. This couldn't have been more of my answered prayers. And I appreciate that more than I can explain.
we
So
appreciate
thank
you.
And then the last question, it's really two, but it's one. If your dad and your brother could see you now, what do you think that they would think about what you're doing right now?
I think my brother would say, I knew you had it in you. And then, say some rude joke. But then say, like, I'm finally, you're doing something. Like, And then my dad, I think he would do nothing but give me a hug and clap his hands. Like, he was a man of very few words, but just by movement. And I think just showing him his support.
All right, man. It was a pleasure to have my friend on the couch, Miss Atkins, B Money, DJ B Money,
D-Mark got
Yeah.
that heat.
designer fashion making B Money.
Yes,
Thank you for blessing our couch and our safe space.
Thank you.
We are Too Broke for Therapy. Thank y'all for tuning in. Yeah.
Be money, be easy. Ew.
I got murder on my mind like belly lately. My thoughts have been scaring me. I'm trying to dodge these melodies. Oh, I write these songs, I got these melodies. Gotta have a place to vent it. I'm too broke for therapy. I'm too broke for therapy. I just need a shoulder, please. Said that you gon' hold me down. Please do not let go of me. I'm too broke for therapy. I just need a homie. Wonder ain't gon' judge me before they ever get to know me.